Hi everyone, my name is Billy Mattsson and today I'm going to be walking you through a module in Harness called AI Test Automation. In Harness, we can help developers ship code all the way from build through to deployment and various steps in between. What I want to focus on today is AI Test Automation. So we are going to zoom in right on that area. What I'm looking at here is a pipeline going from build through to deploying in various environments. And in the QA stage, we want to automate some of our regression testing. So here what I've done is insert AI test automation module and step into my process, which has automatically executed my regression suite and given me the results so I can make intelligent decisions in my pipeline. As I dive into this, there are three areas I want to focus on. The first one is how we can natively integrate into your pipelines to speed up processes for your developers and testing teams. The second is the ease of building and maintaining these tests, as you have more and more code going into your pipelines today, especially given the current state of AI code generation. And the third one is AI within the testing space to balance the scales and utilizing AI to self-heal and adapt to your ever-changing application estate as well. So let's dive into it. In my testing stage here within my pipeline, I can get a direct link to the testing results. As I navigate to that link, what you'll notice is Harness automatically taking me to the exact test suite that's been executed, avoiding any delays or any context switching for me as a developer. Based on the code I have shipped and the associated test suite, I can immediately get the results and I can see how many tests have been executed, how long it took, but I can also dive into further details of individual tests that were executed in that suite. And should there be a problem anywhere in that journey, I can navigate to those exact steps and I can get visual confirmation of the issue as well as any information regarding how the test was executed or what type of locator was used to navigate particular steps on my application. This all helps your developers with immediate feedback on code they have shipped. But what does it actually take to build out this test suite in the first place? And how would someone in a testing team, for example a UAT tester, build something like this to help alleviate their workload and make their lives better as well? For that, we would jump into the test screen. And I thought it would be fair to show you how we can create a test in AIT. AIT is already tuned to my target application, and I can use templatized login steps to speed up the initial part of my test. In this case, I'm going to hop in and create this test manually. As I press create test, Harness will start up a browser and provision myself a pod to do my work in, also ensuring we don't have any cached data, for example, that could interfere with our test creation. I'm then presented with a screen and a view into that machine so that I can start building my test. For example, if I want to add this walking shoe to my cart, as I click on that, you'll see on the left side my test being built out completely automatically. This is also where I could utilize AI to, for example, say add a 5-star shoe to my cart. And the AI, and we can even jump into AI Insights, will evaluate my request and start building my test out for me as I go. This is part of where we start talking about adding efficiency gains using AI and also self-healing. The 5-star shoe rating may very well change as more and more customers come to my, in this case, shoe shop, due to increased efficiencies in our release frequency and other areas, helping us take up more of the market. And as those changes happen, we don't want our test suite to fall behind in terms of our most attractive items. And here we can see the AI analyzing both the web page itself, but also the visual element of the web page by analyzing screenshots of the page. And as it goes along, you will find we have added 2 items to the cart, and it is also then verifying that item being added, as we can see in the summary given to us immediately after as well. If I want to continue the test, I can then do so, and it's straight back into interactive mode. When it comes to data entry or other fields, we can of course input static data, such as the name Billy for a full name here. But I can also utilize parameterization, so I can select to create a parameter, in this case called maybe address. I can input my address. Benefits of this, of course, being scalability. If I have parameterized tests, I can quickly shift them to different addresses, different areas, or even different environments, perhaps dev, test, and prod, for example. And of course, I could also utilize AI here to generate city names, so on and so forth. When I want to come to then save my test, and we'll call this our demo test run, Harness will generate those smart selectors for me, ensuring my test is built robustly. It will clean up my current run, and we will do a quick test run of my test itself, ensuring it's been built to a good standard and that it executes as we would expect when we recorded the test itself. As you can see, being executed right now, first off adding that shoe to cart, then evaluating the entire page, figuring out what shoes are rated as 5 stars, and then adding one of those shoes to the cart before continuing on in filling out the address and finishing the test. If I want to review then any of the individual steps, I can jump back in the timeline just above for that as well. Now, there is a second way we can build tests in Harness, further utilizing the power of AI. When I created a test up here, I also have the option to import one of my test cases. Importing a test case can be done in many different formats, but you can even import things like more behavior-driven test development, such as the items I just threw up here, adding our most expensive item to the cart, and then going to cart and using AI to fill in all of those different fields and placing that order, as well as running the validation by AI. Utilizing this, I can build tests a lot faster, and just like how we used AI in our manually created test earlier, this will self-heal even if locator strategies or such would change. And I say create test, that will put that test in the queue and it will be generated for me. I also have a pre-generated test run here that you can see, where I ran the AI fully to create that entire test for me. And then here from this menu, I am able to select individual steps that I can then create templates and such from as well. So I hope this has been a helpful, quick overview of the AI test automation in Harness, how it can be deeply integrated into your pipelines for quicker feedback and reduced context switching.